It's Santi coming back with another one. This is Recognizing the Game, episode 23. Black Flag. Ya tu sabes. You know what it is. So, in this episode, we begin with a segment of videos I done entitled Semen Retention and the Fight for Your Masculinity. And this will be part one of that series of videos. When you start practicing semen retention and the cultivation of that energy and developing it as a lifestyle, you're essentially fighting for your mind, body, and soul. You're fighting to take it back. And when you have those urges, the urges are showing you the strength of your masculinity. I've stated this before. The strength of your sex drive and the power of your energy when your body is harnessing that energy. It's forcing you to free yourself from the societal construct of masculinity, the matrix model. Okay, these self-imposed, as they would appear to be, mental limitations of who you're supposed to be as a man. Because along with the depleting of vital nutrients from excessive masturbation that is contained in your semen, is also inadvertently weakening your body. It's a self-destructive behavior because you're expelling a substance that was meant to create life. And while it is in you and contained, it will regenerate, replenish, and restore your bodily functions. So essentially, this is one aspect of freeing yourself from the matrix, because it requires you, as sexual energy is in the root of your being, it's requiring you to be aware of every other aspect of your life. And so it's a powerful force that a lot of society and the systems within society use that energy. Like, think about it. A lot of people have made grave mistakes because of lack of control or understanding of their sex drive by allowing that energy to dictate them in a way where they made rash and life-altering decisions. An example is men raping women, or women losing themselves because of the sexual connection or the attachment that comes from having sex with a man. So they end up putting themselves in a position that undermines their value, from domestic situations to just losing yourself to the habit of, which both men and women, this applies to both men and women, losing themselves in relationships because of the power of sexual energy. And once you start engaging in that habit of having sex with a person, you build that bond and connection with them to a point where you start operating outside of yourself. You start to lose connection with yourself because you've made yourself susceptible to their energies as a result of you exchanging energy in the act of intercourse. It's bodily energy, sexual energy. When you engage, and there's a reason why I use the word engage when having intercourse. So with these situations, and I will go more in depth, this is the reason why it's a fight for your masculinity, because men will get in a relationship with a woman and over time become complacent because they have lost touch with their masculine frame and end up becoming too feminine. This happens when you, and like I said, when I speak on this, I'm not talking about being gay. This goes beyond the LGBTQ in the way that they influence our understanding of masculine and feminine energy. So this happens because you have been under a woman too much and have become consumed by her energy, her wants, and her needs, to the point that you start to negate your own. And over time, you become weak and have lost sight of who you are as an individual, as a man, as your own person. And then as a repercussion, you begin to lose balance. You lose your centeredness with yourself. That is why you have to be conscientious of yourself as a man and establish boundaries and have principles, because your boundaries are put in place to protect your energy and will help your character to become strong. It will teach you to be self-sufficient and trust yourself enough to stand on your own. You're able to defend your energy against opposing threats. And that is, and you know, that is what comes with being a man. That is a part of being a man and being masculine. There will always be distinct characteristics that set masculinity apart from femininity. And society has no respect for these differences and will seek to make them the same. Both need to recognize each other and respect one another. And this is what I mean by recognizing the game. Love. Salud.